Website owners encounter image files all the time. While you don't have to be an image expert to edit and upload images to a website, you should familiarize yourself with standard file formats such as JPEG. Or is it JPG? Ready? Let's get started. What is JPEG? As a website owner working with images, you have most likely seen the file format JPEG at some point during your editing and uploading adventures. But did you know that the term JPEG is actually a reference for 3 different things? Well, it is, and we're here to explain all of them. 1. JPEG lossy compression. JPEG is a lossy compression method used to ensure the digital images being used are as small as possible and load quickly when someone wants to view them. Here are some things to remember about lossy compression. The file size of the image. Convert image files to JPG. Common methods. Suppose you're more experienced in editing images using lossy compression. In that case, there is a chance you can save the image quality while reducing its file size by working with raw JPEG images, making edits, and saving the image one time. If you don't want to perform JPEG lossy compression on your site's images, there's always the alternative, lossless compression. Lossless compression saves your images in an entirely different format, usually PNG. While the image quality is never sacrificed because no information is eliminated, know that with lossless compression, the final file size of your image will always be more significant than with lossy compression. 2. Joint Photographic Experts Group JPEG. JPEG stands for the Joint Photographic Experts Group, which is the name of the subcommittee that helped create the JPEG standard and other still picture coding standards under the broader group called ISO. The first JPEG standard was issued in 1992 by ISO, International Organization for Standardization. ISO is responsible for creating documents that provide requirements, specifications, guidelines or characteristics that can be used consistently to ensure that materials, products, processes, and services are fit for their purpose. ISO sets the standards for many things, including digital images, in an effort to provide users and consumers with the highest quality products and services. 3. JPEG is a file format. The last way the term JPEG is used is when referencing a file format name or a way to store and save digital images. This is probably the way you're most used to seeing JPEG because this is one of the file format choices you have when you save an image after editing it. Here are some fun facts about the JPEG file format, a most common image file format used by digital cameras and other image capturing devices. Supports 16,777,216 colors, which are produced using 8 bits of each in the RGB color model. It can display more than 16 million colors at once, making the color scheme and contrast resolution nearly perfect. Supports a maximum size of 65,535 by 65,535 pixels. Reduces the size of an image by about 50 to 75%, because of lossy compression, when saved. Lastly, this type of file format is not ideal for images with sharp edges because the colors blend together more than if they were saved as a .png, displaying individual pixels as a combination. So, now let's check out what JPG is. 4. JPG versus JPEG. Similarities between the two. 1. Both are raster images, not vector images. Computer images can be created as raster or vector images. And since JPEGs are raster images, so are JPGs. Here's more information about raster images to help you better understand. Best used for non-lined images such as photographs, scanned artwork, or detailed graphics. They have subtle hue or shade gradations and very undefined lines and shapes. Due to their pixel-based nature, they suffer quality issues when blown up in size. They become jagged and expose individual pixels. They are defined and displayed at one specific resolution, which is measured in dots per inch (dpi). The higher the DPI, the better the resolution and visual appeal of the image. Common raster file formats include TIFF, JPEG, GIF, PCX, and BMP files. Raster images are the web standard, meaning they are preferred for all images found on the internet. Here's some information about vector images so you can understand the difference. Images are based on mathematical formulas that define geometric shapes like polygons, lines, curves, circles, and rectangles. Perfect for straight-edged images like line art. Because there are no color gradations, they work well for flat, uniformly colored images. Include popular graphics such as logos, letterhead, and fonts. Scale up or down without any quality degradation because they don't rely on pixels to make the image whole. JPG versus JPEG 2000. JPEG 2000 was an image encoding system created by the Joint Photographic Experts Group in 2000 that was designed to be better than the JPEG standard already in place. In fact, it was designed to implement lossless compression on images using advanced compression techniques on a discrete wavelength transformation. JPEG 2000 limitations. No universal browser support, only supports Safari. Incompatible with JPEG, must encode a new standard and support original JPEG. Encoding JPEG 2000 files is CPU intensive, which can strain servers and slow things down. Many websites and cameras are not ready to accept the format because it's not universally accepted. Convert image files to JPG. Common methods. Online converter tool. If you want to convert images to JPG, there are many free online JPG converter tools to help. For example, img-converter.com is a free online file converter that's simple to use. Summary. JPG versus JPEG are the most common file extensions and compression methods for those wanting to store and save digital images. This is especially true for website owners that want to display visually appealing imagery and maintain an exceptional user experience.